You can actually get many nice code items in CS2 with a $200 budget, so I'll show you the best ones, and we're starting off with the Nomad Urban Mask, which I only like if it's minimal wear as the field tested ones are somewhat scratched and this one is around $190. Next up, the Gut Autotronic, which is criminally underrated, and for this budget you can afford the minimal wear version for around $180. And then the Bowie Lore, which looks amazing, and this one is field tested but it has low float, which costs about $183. Keep in mind that high float field tested ones will be very scratched. And then we have the Skeleton Forest DD Pet, but for this budget the Battles card is the only one that you can realistically afford, which is still just on the budget for $200. And then the Ursus Blue Steel, which is clean and it is also way under the budget, as the field tested is around $167. Going over to the Classic Stained, which is probably the best silver pick for this one, and the minimal wear is around $183. Then the Stiletto Forest DD Pet, which is similar to the Skeleton that I just showed you, except here you can actually go for the field tested, you don't have to go for the Battles card, but that one will be on the budget for $200. And then the Huntsman Autotronic, which is one of the best red skins that you can get in this budget, the field tested is around $190. This video was sponsored by Skins Monkey, which is a trading platform where you can trade your old rusty CS2 skins for some new shiny ones in seconds. You just select the skins that you want to trade and the ones that you want to get. You click trade and it's done. If you use my code OZNI on the website, you get a bonus of up to $5 for free and a 35% bonus when buying balance. They also host giveaways in the freebies page, and link to Skins Monkey is in the description. And then the Kukri Stained, and the issue with this one is that this is well worn, which means that it is harder to sell and trade, but it costs around $178 and it looks pretty good. And then the Shadow Daggers Gamma Doppler Factory New, and for this one I chose the Phase 2, which are clearly my favorites, and they go for about $183. And then the Flip Black Laminate, which is in my top 3 best ones for this budget, and the Battles card is $195. Going over to the Bayonet Boreal Forest, which is alright if you like the Bayonet, it's the best one that you can get here as the field tested is $190. And then the Falchion Lore, which, I mean, it looks great. I personally don't like this knife overall, but if you do, the field tested for $177 is pretty good. And then the Survival Crimson Web, which is very underrated, and the field tested is around $170, but it has to be low float. And then we have the Ursus Damascus Steel, which is one of the best silver options for this budget overall. It is very shiny and the minimal wear is $160. Going over to the Gut Knife Tiger Tooth, which is the best Tiger Tooth skin that you can get for this budget, but the reality is you can't really get many. It is either this one, the Falchion, or the Navaja, and I prefer the Gut so much more, and even the Falchion I think it's still a bit over the budget, so I'm not really sure you can get it. So for me this one is pretty good. And then we have the Paracord Knife Vanilla, which looks simple and clean, and I just love this combo overall, but it costs $193. And then we have the Huntsman Knife Bright Water, which is one that is way under the budget. I think it's the cheapest one of the video overall, and if you want a blue skin, then this one is a very nice choice, and you can get the factory new version, which is as clean as it gets, for around $144. That is it. Let me know what budget you want me to do next. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for daily CS2 content.